Hallo und herzlich willkommen zurück zu einer weiteren Folge Fate's Day Night. Beim letzten Mal hatte sich Shiro ja mit Archer ein bisschen in die Haare bekommen, beziehungsweise die beiden waren voneinander sehr irritiert. Nachdem er von Tosaka eine kleine Unterrichtsstunde in Sachen Magie bekommen hat. Fujine waves as she heads out for work.
私も行くわ。今日はうちに寄ってくるから遅くなるけど、夕飯までには戻るから。留守中、警察のことはしないようにね。
Alright then. It's 7:30 in the morning. I see the two of them off without incident, so there's only one thing left to do now. Okay, we're going to continue where we left off yesterday. Let's head to the dojo, Saber.
すぐに鍛錬を始めるのですか？朝食をとったばかりですし、少し間を取るべきではないでしょうか。
Don't worry about that. I've trained myself to the point where stuff like that doesn't affect me, and today's breakfast was bread, right? I don't live in an unhealthy enough lifestyle for something like that to affect me.
はあ、シローがいいというのでしたら、私は構いませんが。
Good then, let's just go. I spent all night coming up with ways to get at least one hit in, so I want to show you the fruits of my labor. Ja, so viel wenigstens einen Treffer zu landen. I'm unable to dodge Saber's counterattack. Both the Shinai and I tumble to the ground. My fingers tingle where they grip the Shinai. Saber's counterattack lands as I lunge in with all my might. I had figured brute force was my only option. Nicht gegen Saber. No shock that I dropped with my Shinai and fell right on my ass after an attack like that. Damn, I thought that would work.
シローはその判断が甘い。いいですか？シローが捨て身になったところでサーバントは倒せません。勝ち気なのはいいですが、それも相手を見てください。
That may be true, but I will lose if I stay on the defensive. I have to strike if I find an opening.
その通りですが、シローはそのチャンスの生かし方を理解していません。捨て身で仕掛けるのならば、それにふさわしい好機を待つべきです。
That goes without saying. I saw you looking away for a brief second that last time. I've only seen you do that maybe one other time, so I thought it was my chance.
とっさにその判断ができたのは評価しますが、今のはあえて作った隙です。この程度では動じないだろうと期待して視線をそらしたのですが、まさか一直線に踏み込んでくるとは思いませんでした。
Oof, that's pretty mean, Saber. You shouldn't mock amateurs like that.
からかってなどいません。こちらで仕掛けた策であれ、好きである以上は多少のリスクを負います。もっとも視線をそらした程度のリスクと、捨て身で突進してくるシローのリスクは計りにかけるまでもありませんが。
So what you're saying is that I should be less obvious about seizing an opportunity. If I make a big obvious attack, I'm squandering the opportunity. So you're saying I should be considering the opportunity and acting to suit it.
はい。ですから、後期の大小の読み分けをしっかりしてください。ですが、昨日よりは格段に、生き死にの境界線には鋭敏になっていますね。危険を察知する感覚が身についてくれば、誰と戦い、何を打つべきかは、おのずと絞られてきますから。
Saber looks pleased. Unless it is my imagination, she seems happy to see her student improving a bit.
そろそろ休憩時間ですね。水を汲んできましょうか、シロ。
No need, as long as it's just water. I filled a wool kettle, so I will just drink from that. I drag my fatigued body towards the wall. After wiping the sweat from myself with a towel I brought along, I take several gulps from the kettle. Phew. I take a deep breath. It's been almost 3 hours since I saw Tosaka and Fujine off. I spent every minute since sparring with Saber. As usual, Saber doesn't explain much, and I don't ask her any questions while we cross swords. I have pretty much no chance of winning, but I do seem to be moving better the more I fight Saber. I'm not expecting to improve my fighting techniques. The point here is to train my body, not my mind, to get accustomed to battle. It's better than doing nothing, and since I'm starting from basically nothing, there wouldn't be much point for here unless I spend time working on this one thing. If all I do is think about how to fight, then the time comes for me to face a master, I'm dead. Saber just doesn't even break his sweat, huh? I'm a little disappointed, but I shouldn't expect to be on her level in just a day or two. And just like yesterday, Saber rests, seated in a sizer position. It would be a waste to just sit here. I might as well take the opportunity to talk with her. Okay then. Ich speichere nochmal. Nee. I want to know more about Saber before she became a servant, nämlich. Before she became a servant. I wonder what Saber was like when she was alive. Saber is so beautiful, so I'm sure everyone must have liked her. Calling her Saber is what is throwing me off, but I bet she was an ordinary girl who never had a sword back in the day. So, Saber, what were you like before? I'm so curious, I just blurt out what's on my mind without thinking or even realizing what I'm doing it. It's nothing, I was just imagining what you were like. I'm not trying to find out your true name or anything, but I just want to know what your life was like. You can just ignore the question if you don't want to answer. I just kind of popped into my head. I know you're Saber, a servant, but I just thought you must have been a completely different person before you became a servant. That's right. I imagine she lived a peaceful life, as befits a lovely girl like her. Nope. Absolutely nope.
それはありえないと思います。サーバントになったからといって性格が変わるわけではないし、私は生まれた時から剣を与えられた騎士ですから。あなたの言うような違った私は存在しなかった。
Seriously? Then you've always been so harsh? That's no good. I cannot sympathize with the people who were around you.
それはどういう意味でしょうか。私は厳しくはありますが、周りに強要した覚えなどありません。
That can't be true. Today's training taught me you're merciless. Look at this weight. I make one tiny mistake and you happily drive in at every opportunity, you demon.
私は喜んでなどいません。シローには申し訳ありませんが、厳しくしなければ鍛錬にならないでしょう。
This is strange. I somehow never expected Saber to make a face like that.
何ですかその目は。いきなり黙り込むのは卑怯だと思います。
I never thought you would get mad like that, so you just kind of surprised me.
そうですか。私としては思ったことを主張しただけなのですが。
Yeah, but you're not usually so emotional, so that was new to me.
そうでしょうか。私は自分の信念に基づいて行動しているつもりですが。
But those aren't your feelings, they are your beliefs. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm saying that you never speak straight from the heart.
それは当然です。私に求められるものは個人としての意見ではなく立場としての意見ですから。それは今も昔も変わらない。私はセーバーのサーバントとしてシロを守る。そのため以外のことを口にするべきではないし、考える必要もないでしょう。
That may be true, but that would be boring for you. You might have a role to fulfill, but that doesn't mean you have to devote yourself to that and nothing else. There are things you want to do right.
ですから、私のやるべきことはシロを守ることです。ただでさえマスターとして未熟だというのに、私の言うことも聞かず戦おうとするあなたをこうして鍛えているのではありませんか。
That may not be entirely true, but well, if you say so, then I guess it's okay. I feel like this conversation has softened Saber up a bit. She even looks more cheerful now. So as not to ruin the moment, I decide not to press the matter. The next thing I know, it's noon.
お昼時ですね、シロ。
Yeah, it is. Both our stomachs grow in agreement. Let's eat. Is there anything you would like to eat, Saber?
私は特にシロが用意してくれる食事ならおおむね満足しています。
Yes, Saber puts it kind of oddly. Well, at least she's not picky like Tosaka. I will go do a bit of shopping. I probably come back at the same time as yesterday. Rest in the living room until then.
はい、期待しています、シロ。
Ich glaube, ich weiß, was passiert. I decided to try making shrimp balls for lunch. I've always wanted to try making them at home. They will be piping hot balls of ground shrimp. A bit bigger than takoyaki. I bought some mustard and I'm all set for the snacks for our 3 o'clock snack time. I load my purchases onto my bag. That reminds me, I met Ilya here yesterday. She is not here today. Well, she probably shouldn't be coming here every day. Somehow not seeing her is a disappointing thought. I haven't told Saber Tosaka about meeting Ilya yesterday. She didn't confront me as an enemy, and I am hesitant to tell them about her in the first place. Just because she was here yesterday doesn't mean she will show up today. So I really should get going on my bike and... Ich mach mal swing by the park. I will just take the long way home. It's just about a 5-minute detour. I'm being whimsical here and I don't need to make excuses about that. I park my bicycle. I step into the park, my groceries still on my bike. Why am I doing this in the first place? It's just so impulsive of me. I just had the passing thought that it would be nice to see her. And then I see a silver-haired girl standing off on her own. She doesn't seem to have noticed me. If I wanted, I could just leave. But if I were her going to do that, I wouldn't have come here in the first place. Ilya. Oh, it's just me, Shiro. Is that really such a surprise? This park is close to the shopping district, so me passing by here isn't all that strange. I'm honestly more curious why you are here again. Do you have that much free time?
実はそうなの。あんまりやることがないから遊びに来たんだけど、セラはシローには会っちゃダメだって。どうせもうすぐ殺しちゃうんだから、シローと遊んでも楽しくないって言うのよ。
Boy. Well, wow. That makes it pretty hard to come up with a response.
けど私、それは違うと思うわ。だって、シローといると楽しいもの。だからね、ここにいたらシローに会えるかなって思って、ずっと待ってたの。シローが来てくれてよかった。
Oh. Wait a minute, don't tell me you were waiting for me this whole time.
そうだよ。ずっと前からね、シローが来たらいいなって思ってたんだから。
You dummy, I thought you didn't like the code. If you want to see me, you should have come to my place. Okay, maybe not. If you met Saber, that would be definitely to a fight. But still, there are plenty of other places you could have found me. You had no trouble finding me at the shopping district yesterday.
それはダメなんだ。私から会っちゃダメなんだもん。昨日のは1回だけの反則なの。だから今日はシローが来てくれそうな場所で待つことにして、こうして見事成功したのでありました。
Ilya skips around excitedly. Her bouncing silver hair makes her look like a winter fairy. I got that, but why do you want to see me in the first place? If just talking to you like yesterday is enough, I'm happy to do it again.
別に今日は何でもないよ。シローに会えればいいなって思っただけだし、私たちは敵同士だもの。聖杯戦争が終わりそうになったら殺しに来てあげるから、その時一緒にお話ししよう。
She says it so innocently. The disconnect between her words and manner is hard to swallow. It's not that she is going to kill me so much as how unfitting it seems for her to be a master. Ilya, do you want to do that? Did you really choose to get involved in this Holy Grail war yourself?
そうだよ。おじいさまの言いつけだもの。私はアインツベルーンの中で一番マスターに向いてるおっきな聖杯の持ち主なんだから。
But that means you're doing it because your grandfather ordered you to. You didn't choose to be a master.
そうだったかな。よく思い出せないけど、私は生まれた時からマスターだったよ。だから戦うのは当たり前なんだって。
That's wrong. If you're just fighting because someone told you to, you should stop. First of all, killing doesn't suit you.
命乞いをしてるってわけじゃなさそうね。
Der Blick. Ich finde das so genial, dieser Sprünge zwischen dieses unschuldiges kleines Kind und dann hier wieder dieser Blick. Dieser sehr, sehr erwachsene Blick.
お兄ちゃんたら本気で私のこと心配してるんだ。
Of course I am. I don't know what anyone else thinks, but I hate the idea of someone like you fighting. If it were up to me, I would rather see you quit being a master and go live a quiet life.
そうね。シローが私のサーバントになってくれるならやめてもいいよ。そうすればシローを殺さなくてよくなるもの。
What the hell are you talking about? Do you really know what it means to ask me to be a servant? Besides, there's no way I could be a substitute for Berserker. I'm saying that you should stop fighting. I'm telling you to give up your servant, so why would you need me to be your familiar?
使い魔じゃないよ。サーバントだってば。いつも一緒にいてくれるのがサーバントなんでしょ。だからシローはそばにいてくれるだけでいいんだよ。
Hold on a minute. Don't tell me does Ilya think. Let me ask you something. What is a servant, Ilya?
私のものなんでしょ。いつもそばにいてくれてイリアを守ってくれる人だっておじいさまは言ってたよ。
I knew it. Ilya considers servants to be just that. Command spells, masters, none of that matters. To her, a servant is just something that protects her. Got it, but no, I still can't. I can't agree to that, so think of something else.
何よ、シロ、私じゃ不服だっていうの
？Well, it's not about being good enough. It's just that I'm worried about Ilya. But I know I can't be by her side 24/7 either. Ilya, I have Saber. And as a master I need to stop other masters, so I'm sorry, but I can't be your servant.
シロだから譲歩してあげたのに、そんなこと言うなら、もう知らないんだから。
Hey, wait, hold on, Ilya. We haven't finished.
シロのバカ！女の子に恥をかかせるなんてひどいんだから！
Oh, jeez. There she goes. Ilya just runs out of the park, not listening to me anymore. I tried to follow her, but I can't find her. Crap, this is just like yesterday. I save and go back to my bike. But I don't think she will just suddenly attack again, like when we first met that night. So I should probably have one more chance to convince her. We finish eating lunch, then continue our training in the afternoon. I keep crossing blades with Saber, never getting tired of it. We keep training and only plan to stop when Tosaka and Fujine come home. But our training is interrupted by the sound of the doorbell.
シロ、来客のようですが。
Sakura? Yeah, I heard that. I'm going to get the door. So you stay here, Saber.
いえ、招かれざる客ということもありえます。万が一に備えて同行しましょう。
Saber has a point. But while she's right, if the visitor is just a neighbor, they might get suspicious of Saber. The neighbor do think I'm the only one living here. Then again, well, guess I will deal with that if it happens. Sakura and Fujine already come and go freely, so there's no point in me worrying about the neighbors. Alright, come with me then, Saber. But if the visitor is just an ordinary person, keep
分
quiet.
かっています。私はシロの遠い親戚ということですね。
Yep, that's our story. Okay, coming. I rushed to the entrance amidst the sounds of incessant ringing.
お邪魔する。具合が悪いというから様子を見に来たぞ、エミヤ。
Oh, it's not an enemy or a neighbor. It's a friend from school. Oh, it's just you, Issei.
なんだとは失礼だな。見舞いに来た知人に対して取る態度か、それが。
Even as Issei complains, he hands me a paperback. What is this? Apple?
見舞い品だ。普段風邪一つひかぬエミヤが病欠しているのだから、それぐらいは持参する。
No. Tsundere. I'm grateful for his concern, but unfortunately I didn't take a day off because I'm sick. And besides, a bag full of apples doesn't seem appropriate for a young guy like him to bring as a get well soon gift.
どうしたエミヤ？果物は苦手だったか？
No, I do. It's a little complicated, but I really appreciate the sentiment. I bowed to him to show my appreciation.
エミヤ、つかぬことを聞くのだが、お前の後ろにいる女性は何者だ？
Huh? Saber is standing just behind me. Oh, I get it. Issei must have looked in eyes with Saber when I bowed to him.
見たことのない御人だが、なぜかような女性がエミヤの家にいるのだ？
Issei gazes intently at Saber. He is extremely shy and always cold to new people and people he doesn't like. Well, her name is Saber and...
シロの遠い親戚です。この家の主人だったキリツグが外国にいた折、好意にさせていただきました。先日こちらに観光に来たのですが、縁を頼りに宿を借りているのです。
Huh? Saber makes the story sound pretty convincing.
エミヤのお父さんのお知り合いでしたが、聞けばかなりの旅行好きと聞いています。あなたのような人と知り合いになることもあるでしょう。
What? Issei, who is supposed to be extremely bashful around strangers, accepts the story so easily.
なるほど。事情は分かったぞ、エミヤ。病欠というのは口実で、観光に来た彼女の案内をしていたのだな。
Oh, yeah, let's say that. Well, in broad terms, nothing I've said is entirely untrue, I think.
ならお邪魔しても構うまい。ここまで運んできた礼として茶でも振る舞ってくれ。ここ2日ばかり学校で起きた出来事でも世間話にしよう。
Issei takes off his shoes and steps up into the house. What do you mean in appreciation? I'm still kind of busy, you know. We can chat another time.
何を言っている？お前、うちの前に自転車を乗り捨てて行っただろう。
Alright, I did leave a bike up in Yodo
だ
Temple.
ろう？それを持ってきてやったのだ。
Oh, wie süß.
俺とて忙しい中、生徒会に行かずまっすぐ家に帰りここまで戻ってきたのだ。それでも茶の一つも出せないというのか、お前は。
He did do me a favor. I might have 3 bikes, but out of the 3, the one I left at Yodo Temple is the most expensive and my favorite. Sorry, Saber, can we take a little break? Saber nods silently. Thanks. Then you and Issei can head to the living room. I will prepare some tea. Japanese tea for Issei, black tea for Saber.
私も同席するのですか？それはどうかと思います。私がいては語学友と気軽な話などできないでしょう。
That's not true, right, Issei?
女はやかましいが、セーバーさんなら構わぬ。つつましい女性は文化遺産だ。
Hear that? Okay, so go on ahead. Das wird ein Spaß, wenn Tosaka heimkommt.
それはわかりましたが、シロ。
What is something else bothering you?
飲み物でしたら、私も日本茶を。緑茶は嫌いではありません。
Saber is fairly opinionated for some reason. It's odd having her say that in her usual tone. After about an hour of meaningless chatter, Issei decides to head home. Ach schade, er ist also Back before Tosaka kommt, most of the small talk in the living room was about school. And I asked a few sly questions to find out if anything unusual was going on, but it seems like business as usual.
それではな。明日も休むのか、エミヤは。
Yeah, I'm not going to school this week. Saber needs to be with me here tomorrow too.
ま、あの御人と一緒なら問題はなかろう。何かと不審なところはあるが、問いただすまでもない。
He seemed not as if satisfied. Now that I think about it, how could such a shy guy warm so quickly and easily to Saber? Hey Issei, for this being your first time meeting Saber, you seem to be in a good mood. What's up with that?
何を言うか。これでも寺の飯で育った身だぞ。人の良し悪しぐらい見抜けなくてどうする。素性は知らぬが、あの子の霊気は澄んでいたからな。悪い人間のはずがない。
I didn't know you could tell that kind of thing. I'm a little impressed.
ま、普通はわからん。だがあれぐらい飛び抜けていると未熟者でも見て取れるのだ。見習い坊主でも傍らに神仏がおられれば、新規ぐらいは感じられる。つまり、それぐらいセーバーさんの佇まいは美しい。
Well, that's rare. You're still praising a girl. Got it. So you have taken a liking to Saber too. That's good. I was worried Issei wouldn't like her because all she did was listen to us talking.
当然だろう。彼女はいい子じゃないか。嫌うのは難しい。
Yeah, and I know she's a good person even if she might be a bit aloof. Saber's always like that, so don't take that to mean... don't take that to mean she doesn't like you, Issei.
え？不愛想か、あの子。
Yeah, I've never seen her laugh before, and even when you and I were laughing pretty hard, she just kept looking stern.
いや、結構笑っていたが。
That's ridiculous. Sure, I've seen the occasional warm expression on Saber's face, but I've never seen her actually smile or laugh before. You're kidding me. I can't imagine seeing Saber laughing out loud.
いや、そういうのではなくてだな。お前が笑ってるのを見て笑っていたのだが、なんだ、気がついてなかったのか。
She was smiling when she saw me laugh? Was she doing that to make fun of me?
なるほど。また珍妙な解釈をする。ま、そのあたりは己で悩め。何事も自問することより始まるのだ。カツ。
Issei, priest's son, that he is, ends with his usual catchphrase and leaves my house laughing. What is with him? He leaves me with his cryptic comments. Idiot, at least he could have said goodbye. Ich würde sagen, an dem Punkt beende ich hier dann mal wieder diese Folge. Vielen Dank fürs Zuschauen und bis zum nächsten Mal. Ciao.